Hi there, you're watching the late night news on Ndtv-Hindu. I'm Ramanathan. The headlines tonight. Main accused in the 2611 case, Ajmal Amir Kasab, sentenced to death on 4 counts. The terrorist breaks down in court.
अजमल कसाब को फांसी की सजा ऐलान की है.
My worry is that do we have an old-fashioned law for a very new crime?
The government finally wakes up to the demands of the disabled. The Chief Minister shoots off a letter to Railway Minister. 4 people arrested in the recent Poonamali double murder of a gangster and his advocate. 21 people suspected in the planning. Recognition questioned, but business goes on. The Supreme Court allows the 44 derecognized colleges to admit students from the next academic year. And fire officers from now on are going to ride their way to the rescue on their bikes. And India's top squash player bears his heart out to Ndtv-Hindu, says he's seeking for lifelong love.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm sure. I mean, I'm quite a romantic, so yeah. I mean, definitely want to find someone who I really want to be with, maybe for the rest of my life.
But first, the big story of the day: Ajmal Kasab has been given the death sentence. While reading the sentence, Judge M.C. Tahiliani said that words cannot express the brutality of 2611 and sympathy would only send a wrong message to the world. Ajmal Amir Kasab has been sentenced to death on 4 counts and given the life sentence on 5 counts. Ajmal Kasab is the lone surviving terrorist of the 2611 carnage. While the prosecution says Kasab showed no remorse through the trial, our reporter present inside the courtroom tells us how he broke down when the death sentence was read out and he did not want to say anything about the ruling. The Home Minister P. Chidambaram spoke in the Parliament after Kasab's sentencing. Although the opposition may have the point of view that the acts slapped on Kasab may not be strong enough, Chidambaram said that the cases against him are strong in the given circumstances and that he was proud of a system of jurisprudence.
No one has succeeded in mounting a successful challenge to these acts. There's broad support of all sections of the House to these acts. Let us try to work with these acts. If necessary, we can always revisit them, and the Parliament can always add to these acts.
Now, the judgment has been welcomed by many people. Special Public Prosecutor Ujjwal Nikam, flashing the report on Kasab, said he was very happy with the judgment and that he was absolutely confident about his demand through the trial.
पाक आतंकवादी अजमल अमीर कसाब को 4 गुनाह में फांसी की सजा ऐलान की गई है. पाकिस्तान में अजमल अमीर कसाब और उसके साथियों ने भारत पे हमला करने की, भारत के नागरिकों की ठार मारने की जो साजिश बनाई थी और साजिश के मुताबिक कोर्ट ने अजमल कसाब को फांसी की सजा ऐलान की है. कोर्ट ने 166 लोगों को मारने के गुनाह में उनकी हत्या करने के कारण अजमल कसाब को दूसरे दफे फांसी की सजा ऐलान की है. इतना ही नहीं तो भारत से युद्ध खेलने के लिए दोषी करार पाते हुए इंडियन पिनल कोड के 121 के मुताबिक उसको सजाए मौत दी है और अनलॉफुल एक्टिविटीज के मुताबिक सेक्शन 16 के तहत कसाब को फांसी की सजा मुकर्रर की है.
Well, S.M. Krishna also spoke to the media and said that the trial was a fair and transparent one. However, there are conflicting reactions that Kasab shouldn't just be let to die and maybe put to a rather ironic life imprisonment. The government is happy the victims look back at the day this happened, the day they lost their loved ones. We bring you all those reactions.
In the light of the findings of the trial judge and in the light of the graveness of the offences that Kasab had committed, I think that the judge has come to the most appropriate conclusion, which could send out a positive message that anyone who would like to wage a war against India, if caught and after going through a fair trial, transparent, then you will find that justice will be met.
Would you also seek extradition of others who are also the main handlers?
Well, we certainly will have to keep engaging Pakistan, that in the light of this sentence and in the light of the investigations that has preceded in connection with this trial, a number of others, who are involved as co-conspirators, will also have to be extradited, and they should be brought to justice.
Yes, as far as the crime was concerned, which was a heinous crime, killing people in cold blood like that, yes, the death sentence seems to be the only penalty. But my worry is that, the death sentence sends out a signal to other jihadis or terrorists to say, listen, it's wonderful. If you go on a suicide mission, and even if you don't die, the law in that country will see that you do die. And they've been promised, remember, that they will go straight to heaven if they kill enough people. So my worry is that do we have an old-fashioned law for a very new crime? Like we've got a new law for cybercrime, we should have a new law for terrorists.
अच्छा लग रहा है मुझे ये निर्णय सुनकर कि उसको फांसी की सज़ा पे दी गई है, न कि उम्र कैद। लेकिन जो घाव है वो तो इन सज़ा को ऐलान से भर नहीं सकते, लेकिन हाँ लगा है कि अपने देश में अच्छा न्याय होता है, तो न्याय प्रणाली को मैं धन्यवाद देना चाहूँगी। पीछे तो नहीं छोड़ा जा सकता, एक आम आदमी छोड़ सकता है कि हाँ भाई एक हमला हुआ था और उसमें उसको फांसी की सज़ा दे दी गई। मन को शांति जरूर बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है आज की, लेकिन घाव तो उम्र भर मरने तक साथ चलेगा।
A high voltage dominate.
There's some news from the state politics. Tamil Nadu's legislature today debated grants for the electricity department, and as expected, opposition groups set their focus on the issue of frequent power cuts. Shabir Ahmed reports.
A high voltage debate dominated the legislature. The entire opposition went on an offensive against the government for what it called failure to address the issue of power shortage in the state. The government claims power cuts do not exceed 3 hours in the districts, and there are no power cuts in Chennai. Opposition legislators said that people in their constituencies are victims of unannounced power cuts.
சம்சாரம் இல்லைனாலும் இருந்துடலாம், ஆனால் மின்சாரம் இருக்க முடியாதுன்னு நான் ஏற்கனவே சொல்லியிருக்கேன். இப்போ படிக்கிற பிள்ளைங்களுக்கு கஷ்டமாக இருக்குது மின்சாரம் இல்லாமல், அப்புறம் அந்த விவசாயத்துக்கு இல்லை, சின்ன சின்ன குறுந்தொழிலுக்கு மின்சாரம் இல்லை, எல்லாவற்றுக்கும் மின்சாரம் இல்லாமல் இப்போ நாடு இருண்டு கிடக்குது.
இந்த இரண்டு அறிவிக்கப்பட்டது அறிவிக்கப்படாது பராமரிப்பு செய்கிறோம் என்ற பெயரில் கடுமையான மின்வெட்டு, இந்த மொத்தத்தையும் கூட்டினாக்க கடுமையான மின்வெட்டு தொடர்கிறது. Every evening, every night, my constituency members call me and say, Madam, current இல்லை, 2 மணி நேரம் ஆச்சு, 3 மணி நேரம் ஆச்சு, please ஏதோ பண்ணுங்க.
No, only announced power cuts, sir. No unannounced power cuts.
After power cuts, now it is the proposed revision of power tariff. The Tamil Nadu Electricity Regulatory Commission has conducted public hearings in 4 cities and is about to announce a revised tariff. In a damage control move, Chief Minister M. Karunanidhi stressed the power tariff will not be hiked.
மின்கட்டணத்தை உயர்த்தப் போவதாகவும் இலவச மின்சாரத்தை நிறுத்தப் போவதாகவும் ஒரு செய்தி சொன்னார்கள். இது முழுவதும் கற்பனை. மின்கட்டணத்தை உயர்த்தப் போவதில்லை, இலவச மின்சாரத்தை நிறுத்தப் போவதில்லை.
A solution to overcome the power crisis in the state seems to be far away, and the government says it is taking necessary steps to close the gap between demand and supply. In Chennai with Shabir Ahmed, Jason Tosh for Ndtv-Hindu.
And more political news, AIADMK General Secretary Jayalalitha today accused Chief Minister M. Karunanidhi of playing the Dalit card when it suits his requirements, citing the instance of the DMK chief saying that the Union Telecom Minister Raja was targeted for being a Dalit. She said Karunanidhi had banished his son Aragiri for marrying a Dalit. And she also said it was this banishment to Madurai that pushed Aragiri to the backseat in the race for the #2 spot in the DMK party. She added that it was Karunanidhi's prejudice towards Dalits that catapulted the younger brother Stalin, who married within his own community, to the coveted position. She accused Karunanidhi of trying to project a false image of himself as a champion of the Dalit cause in Union Minister Raja's Spectrum scandal. A breakthrough in the Punamalli double murder case. Chennai suburban police say they are holding 4 suspects thought to be involved in the broad daylight murder of gangster Chinna Kesavalu and his lawyer last month. A search is also on for 17 others. Our crime reporter Salim has the latest details in the investigation.
Notorious gangster Chinna Kesavalu used to boast about his influence with the police. In April, a group of men armed with knives attacked him and his lawyer Bhagat Singh as they sat in a car to have lunch outside the special court in Punamalli. They were to appear in the court in a case related to an attack with crude bombs at T Nagar in 2002.
For any judgments are there, court trials or big rowdies, gangs, ಇದು மாதிரி involved வரும்போது நாம் கோர்ட்டில் பந்தோஸ் போடுவோம். அந்த பந்தோஸ் நாம் போட்டோம். நல்லா அதனால தான் கோர்ட்டில் நடக்கல, எல்லாத்தையும் கோர்ட்டில் நடந்துருக்கிறோம்.
The 4 men arrested for involvement in the murders will be presented for identification by witnesses. Police say they suspect 21 people could be involved in plotting the murders. The key suspect, Arcot Suresh, is still on the run. A total of 9 attackers are said to have appeared at the scene of the crime. In Chennai with Salim, Jason Tosh for Ndtv-Hindu.
Well, on the other side, as trees in Besanagar face the axe furor among residents.